Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Allotment of the Dead. So I thought I'd give you a little bit of an update on my aubergines. So these little fellas have been growing probably for about, I don't know, what is it, we're January. I planted them probably halfway through January. So I think we're talking about 3-4 weeks now, maybe. I'll find out the date when I planted these. But we've got some nice seedlings now, and I think if you were to compare these uh, with last year's seedlings that I tried growing in rockwool, and they were really, really hot. It just didn't thrive at all in that rockwool. It was really rubbish starting point for them. In this seed compost, they do seem to be doing really quite well. So today, I'm going to have to basically try and pot these on into these nice little pots here, and hopefully we can get some decent plants to go out. I think I'm probably going to end up potting these in large pots down the plot. Most of my ground in most of my buildings and polytunnels will probably be covered in chilies. The aubergine house is going to be the jalapeno house next year, probably because I've got about 12 varieties of jalapeno. So these will be potted up. I think I'm not going to need too many of these. We do kind of like aubergines in this house, more so the wife than me. Becomes part of your diet when you become vegan, and by all means, you know, these are a fantastic tasting vegetable if you cook them right. So I've got about I've actually got 7 varieties here. I forgot that I had actually planted that many. I wasn't going to. So, and I've got another one that I've just planted yesterday, which was one called Diamond, which was kindly sent to me by Jane. So thanks again for that. But these will need to be now transferred on into these nice little pots, and we'll have to again nurture these inside until I can get a chance to take them down the plot once that kind of frost is over. I'm maybe going to try and risk taking some of these down before then. I'll give myself a couple of extra plants to kind of try beforehand and see if I can acclimatise them to that cold weather beforehand. We know frost isn't very good with plants. It ends up freezing the stems and things, and ice crystals can cause all manner of problems to developing plants. So we'll give it a go, and we'll see what happens. So the first one at the end here, so I'll transfer this one over on camera, and then we'll see where we are. Now what I'm going to do, different from previous years, is I'm going to put 2 plants in each of these. So they've got a few roots on them. The thing with these, same as you would with chilies and tomatoes, you can plant them deep. So what I'm going to end up doing this time is putting 2 plants in each of these little pots, and then I'll probably, he says probably, I'll snip off the one that's not thriving so much a little bit further down the line, unless they're both doing well, and then I can get those planted up in larger pots down the plot. So I'll try and put a kind of what I think is a decent plant in with one that's maybe not thriving quite so much. So we'll see how that goes. So I did plant, I think, about 6 seeds for each of these varieties, and germination wise, I think it's almost 100%. So we'll just tease them apart. So I've got a nice little one there, little one on the end, but we've got plenty of roots on these. So these are Black Beauty, so traditional black variety of aubergine or eggplant, and again should give hopefully some really nice fruit further down in the year, probably around kind of late summer, when we'll probably start harvesting these a bit better. I think I've got one left of these big Black Beauty, which I'll put in a pot on its own. Oh no, I've got that. I remember I've got that little tiny one, haven't I? So I'll put that in. We'll see. Okay, so that is literally just the cotyledons. But we'll stick it on the edge there. It should be fine. Okay. So I'm going to continue with the rest of these. They've done a lot better this year. I think my little experiment with rockwool last year didn't really go well. It's probably better for the hydroponic kind of setups. Not very well suited for kind of what I want to do each year, which is just try and get some decent plants in pots to be able to take down to the plot and actually get some decent produce. So not a mistake I'll be making again. Not that they were expensive. I got them off Temu, so in that regard they were only a couple of pounds, if that. So, but yeah, we kind of learn from our errors, learn from our mistakes, and hopefully we won't make the same ones again, but no guarantees. So that's my aubergines for this year. I'll definitely be hopefully getting some decent produce off these. So we'll see you on the next video. So all the best, guys. Take care. Bye bye.